The secrets of the Sea of Thieves are unfolding. While the goody two-shoes continue to sit in the tavern and wait for something to happen, Flameheart is guiding us towards the secrets of the ancients and their knowledge of the Sea of Thieves.
And the fire burning, who shall not be returning, we shall sail together.
Hey guys, what's going on? In case you haven't noticed, the good guys haven't been really doing a whole ton lately. We have yet to hear any new fortunes from Olga, and Briggsy's still convinced she can save Tasha with the power of friendship. But in the darker parts of the seas, real work is being done, and secrets are being uncovered. The orb has given us not one, but two hints pointing us in the direction of their ancient temples. The first of these visions said,
Fly, spy. When the timepiece shows midday, soar past Hidden Spring Keep. Head that way. Does your heart burn with desire's red glow? Then for a long flight I order you to go. Past Rum Runner and our master's fort. Make landfall at Small Isle, but don't get caught. The cunning one makes our memories weep. Spy on the surface for what is hidden deep.
This one has fairly straightforward directions. We must pass Rum Runner Isle, soar past Hidden Spring Keep, pass our master's fort, and make landfall at a small isle. Pickaroom Palms. Exactly where I said it would be when the rules first started. And boom, the spy. The next week, the orb told us this.
Agents, go and seek the last place we recall. Do not waste time, do not stumble or fall. Heading northeast past the Uncharted Isle, an outpost. Then find one from sight departed. Hid in dark danger, winged creature of fear. Death lies deep down, so tread carefully here. There is yet another isle, our memories are weak. It completes the circle, but we continue to seek.
Alright, there's a lot to unpack here, but first, to find island number 5, we must head northeast, past Uncharted Island in K9, past the outpost, and then find one from sight departed, Blind Man's Lagoon. And this is our final destination. There's the spy! Now, if you haven't seen my last video talking about these islands, I suggest checking it out. Basically, I went over how each of the orb's prophecies have involved a figure depicted in Briggsy's memories during the ancient wilds that represents a royal ancient who once roamed the Sea of Thieves. The first of these prophecies is no different, as it speaks of the cunning fox or vixen. But the second speaks of a dark danger and a winged creature of fear. This creature that is described doesn't appear to be shown in any of the memories of Briggsy. Perhaps it's the description of the monster found in the temple that Briggsy removed from her journal. From the 4 other islands, we've discovered a few pieces to this story of the ancients that can help us put together what we know so far. The king of the ancients, depicted as the owl, had a son, the prince, depicted as the monarch. The son was tasked with proving himself in order to be worthy of his father's crown, the peaks that have to be climbed. But he was manipulated by the queen, depicted by the Black Widow, into making a terrible choice at the temple, which ended up killing him. The king tried to help him, and we don't really know what happened next. There are still some holes in the story we have yet to fill, such as a strong and deadly woman represented by the panther, and the high priest represented by the fox, which was just talked about. And though we have found all 5 of our islands, there may be a way for us to finish this story. The orb spoke of a 6th island, and though we had all assumed there would be 5, this 6th one appears to be different from the rest. The orb can't remember much of this island, but it supposedly completes the circle. If we look at a map of the islands we've already discovered, we can see they are beginning to shape into a circle that surrounds the region of the Reaper's hideout. However, while the discovery of the 6th island may include the final piece of this actual circle, I think more importantly, it will fill the final gaps of the story of the royal ancients. The only character Briggsy learned of who was not given any context in their part of the story is the panther. The panther represents a beautiful yet deadly woman who may be related to the king. Perhaps it is her story that will tell us what happened at the temple, to complete our understanding of what ancient knowledge we've been searching for. the final island may just be the key to everything. So, not to rush you, Olga, but while the Reapers have almost created an entire story, you have 2 words written on some cards. Let's get moving. Now, to truly understand what's happening here, we need to move on to a different topic. We know that everything in the Sea of Thieves is connected. The lore, the world, the characters, all of it. And I have a wild theory that this mystery is no different. We start with the Hoarder's Hunt. In this mystery, we learned of the ex-Gold Hoarder, Hogarth, also known as the Scholar. Hogarth fell to the sunken curse while fighting back the Siren threat. These Sirens also killed DeMarco, the son of the Pirate Lord who was tasked with being an envoy to the Siren people, but was deceived and cast aside. Something happened to him, and rather than coming back through the ferry, his soul has been completely lost, and we have no idea where to find him. Do you see where I'm going here? Let's try retelling the story of the ancients, but giving each of the characters names. The Pirate Lord, who could be considered the king of the Sea of Thieves, had 2 children. DeMarco, a young man destined to prove himself on his own without his father, and Lissetti, the young and beautiful arena dog. The Queen of Sirens deceived DeMarco and killed him. Though his father tried to help him, there was no finding DeMarco's soul. Something happened to him on the other side. The other side, I might add, where the ancient temple can be found. Perhaps DeMarco discovered the temple and the beast within, and the choice he made there with the High Priest is what is keeping him from the Sea of Thieves. Flameheart is searching for the Orb of Secrets, an orb that contains the secret knowledge of the ancients. But what if the orb will show Flameheart how to read this story in these secret stars, that unlike the normal constellations the ancients followed, are able to show him the future. And the completion of this story will lead him to DeMarco, and DeMarco will lead him to the ancient temple and the secrets within. Alrighty guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like the content, please hit the thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest Sea of Thieves mystery discoveries and theories. That's all for now. I'll see you on the seas, pirates.